Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today we are doing a little bit different things than usual. You know, October is right around the corner. And I thought, what could be better to read a little bit of my favorite stories. I did this in the past on my ASMR channel and I really enjoyed it. But I would like to add an extra punch to it. So I decided to go for a more darker story, a more darker setting. I really enjoy reading creepypasta, especially the ones that, potentially could be true. Who knows? And I'm also got a little bit of new hardware. So, to be brutally honest with you, I'm not sure if that stream really works the way I want it to work. And I'm also not sure if the new hardware makes problems when I play the games. So I have to try this out when I have time, and maybe I have to change the settings of OBS Studio, because when I launched it the first time after I installed new hardware in the PC, it wouldn't work at all. I had quite a lot of it was a hassle, to say the least. But I managed to make OBS run again, at least. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if it works completely perfect. So we will use this episode like a test flight to see if the bare minimum is working. I think there's we will see. There's maybe a few things that I have to change, but not now. Today we are completely focusing on the story that I am about to read you. And yeah, I didn't read it myself yet, but I heard that it is a good story. And I kind of read the first paragraphs of it and already was captured by the idea. Probably, I don't know. I will link you the story at the end of the episode. You can find it on Reddit, or you know what, I can link it you now. Let me see if I wait a minute. There you go. It's called My Girlfriend's Job is Hiding Something. And I will delete the link real quick so that it is not blocking the chat. Okay, so hopefully everything is right and we can start. Okay, I need your help, my friend. My girlfriend Alice has been working on a research project at the North Pole for the past couple of weeks. It was an incredible opportunity for her, something she's been dreaming about for years. But now I'm terrified something has gone wrong, and I'm desperate for answers. From the moment she arrived, our communication has been limited. And the phone service up there is practically non-existent, and the internet is spotty at best. We quickly realized that the only way we could reliably stay in touch was through email. It wasn't ideal, but it was enough to keep us connected until it wasn't. The last few emails I received from Alice were strange. At first I thought she was just feeling the effects of isolation, but as the days went on, her message became increasingly unsettling. And then, a few days ago, they stopped altogether. I've contacted the research station where she's based, but they're miles away from her outpost, and insist that everything is fine. That doesn't make sense given what Alice was telling me. I'm going to share our email exchange, hoping someone out there might be able to help me figure out what's going on. I'm out of options. I'm scared for her. Please, if anyone has any advice or can offer any insight, I'm all ears. I have redacted our emails. Subject: made it to the end of the earth. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 19th, 2024, 6:15 p.m. Hey John, I finally made it. After what felt like an eternity of flights and bumpy ride on a snowcat. I'm officially at the North Pole. The facility is, well, let's just say it's not exactly cozy, but it'll do. It's so quiet out here, it's almost unsettling. The wind is constant and there's this never-ending wide landscape in every direction. I swear, it feels like I've landed on another planet. There's barely any phone service here actually, not at all. The internet is spotty and I'm hoping it'll be reliable enough to keep in touch with you. I already miss hearing your voice, but at least we can still email. I'll send pictures when the connection is stable enough. I've got a ton of unpacking and setup to do, so I'll keep this short for now. Just wanted to let you know I'm here and thinking of you. Talk soon, Alice. Subject: Ray. Made it to the end of Earth. From John Matthews To Alice Harper, August 19th, 2024, 8:30 p.m. Hey babe, I'm so excited for you. It's amazing that you're finally there and getting to experience something so few people ever will. I can't even imagine what it must be like to see that endless expanse of snow and ice in person. I'm already proud of you, but this just takes it to a whole new level. I know it's not the most comfortable place in the world, but I'm sure you'll make it the best of it. I'm glad you made it safely. Please stay safe out there. Those conditions are no joke, and I need you to come back in one piece. Where are you staying, by the way? What's the setup like? I'm picturing some tiny cozy cabin, but I'm sure it's more like a research facility, right? Give me all the details when you can and let me know what your daily routine will be like. I want to picture what your days will be like out there. Can't wait to hear more from you. And remember, if you need anything, I'm just an email away. Miss you already. John. Subject: Ray made it to the end of Earth. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 20th, 2024. 7:45 a.m. I'm seriously the luckiest girl to have someone like you rooting for me. It means so much to know you're exciting for me, even from so far away. I promise I stay safe and come back with plenty of stories to tell. As for now, my setup here, you were half right, it's more research facility than cozy cabin. The facility is pretty basic, just a few small rooms for sleeping, working and eating. It's not much to take a look at, but it's functional. My daily routine so far will be pretty boring. Waking up early, running some preliminary tests, logging data, and trying to stay warm. I've got a lot of downtime, which I'm sure will change once I get into the swing of things. But the exciting part, I'm heading out to a remote cabin tomorrow. I'll be there for a week. Completely on my own, to collect data and monitor some specific environmental conditions. It is a job that not many people get to do, which is why I'm both nervous and excited. The cabin is about 20 miles from here, totally isolated, and I'll have to snowmobile there. It's going to be just me, my equipment, and the great wide wilderness. It's a little intimidating to think about being out there by myself. But at the same time, it's such a rare opportunity. I can't wait to get started. Although I'll definitely miss having contact with the outside world, I'll try to email you whenever I get the signal. But it might be even spottier than here. I'll let you know how it goes. Once I'm settled in the cabin. Wish me luck. Miss you tons, Alice. Subject: Ray made it to the end of Earth. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 20th, 2024. 9:15 a.m. I've got to admit, the idea of you being out there all alone in that remote cabin has me a little worried. I know you're more than capable, but the thought of you isolated in the middle of all that ice and snow, well, just promise me you'll be extra careful, right? I'd feel a lot better knowing that you're keeping an eye out for unexpected visitors, like, say, an abnormal snowman. All jokes aside, it really is amazing that you're getting to do this. I'm proud of you for taking on such a unique challenge, even if it does make me a little nervous. Just make sure you got everything you need, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Even if it's just a virtual hug, I'll be thinking of you every day and counting down the hours until I hear from you again. Good luck out there, and keep in touch as much as you can. You've got this. Miss you too, John. Subject made it to the cabin. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 21st, 2024, 6:30 p.m. I'm all settled in the cabin, though calling it cabin is a bit of a stretch. It's more like a small facility, but with a much comfier bed and little more space than the main research station. It's still pretty basic, but at least I won't feel like I'm living in a closet for the next week. The trip out here on the snowmobile was something else. The further we got from the main facility, the more nervous I started to feel. Landscape stretches on and on, with nothing but snow and ice, as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful, but in a way that makes you feel very, very small. When we finally arrived, Nick, the guy who drove me out here, helped unloading my groceries in bag. He's one of the technicians at the main facility, responsible for maintenance and keeping everything running smoothly. After unloading, he gave me a quick rundown of the essentials: how to operate the generator, what to do if the power goes out, how to radio for help in an emergency, and then he left. Watching him drive away was surreal. This sinking feeling hit me hard as I realized how truly alone I am out here. It's just me, the cabin, and miles of snow in every direction. The silence is so intense that it almost feels loud, if that makes any sense. It's only the first day, but I already feel so isolated. I've never been this far from the civilization before. This is going to take some getting used to. Sure, I'll be fine once I get into the routine of things, but right now it's a little overwhelming. Anyway, I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'll mail you again tomorrow if the connection holds. Miss you more than ever, Alice. Subject made it to the cabin. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 21st, 2024, 8:45 p.m. I can only imagine how surreal it must be to see something but snow and ice for miles around. It sounds both incredible and a little overwhelming, but I know you'll adjust in no time. You're one of the strongest people I know, and I have no doubt you'll make the most of this experience. I'm glad you've got Nick to make sure everything is working in order before he left. And hey, at last you've got the radio. If anything goes wrong, just make sure you don't lose it. I don't want you having to trek through snow and chase down a signal. Seriously though, I'm here for you. I know it's tough being so isolated, but just remember this temporary, and you're going to come out of this with some amazing stories and accomplishments. I'm so proud of you for taking on this challenge, even if it means being so far away for a bit. Get some rest and keep in touch as much as you can. I'm always just an email away. Miss you tons, John. Subject a rough first night. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 22, 2024, 6 p.m. I wish I could be lighthearted, as you, but I've got to be honest, I'm really scared. Last night was rough, to say the least. I barely got any sleep. The noises, they were constant. I know it's probably just the wind, but it was like something was scraping against the walls, and every now and then I hear this low, distant sound. Almost sounded like, I don't know, like a voice or a moan. I kept telling myself it was just the wind, but it didn't stop me from feeling terrified. I'm exhausted today, running on barely any sleep, and to make things worse, I've started noticing little things going missing, turning up in places I'm sure I didn't leave them. My notebook, for example. I know I left it on the table, but I found it on the floor across the room this morning. Same with my gloves. I thought I left them by the door. But they were in the kitchen when I got up. I keep trying to convince myself it's just the isolation getting to me, but that I'm just tired and maybe not remembering where I put things. But it's hard not to feel like something's off. I'm trying to stay focused on the work and keep myself busy, but it's hard when very little sound or misplaced object sets my nerves on edge. I'm sorry for being more upbeat, but I'm really struggling right now. I hope tonight will be better. I'll try to sleep more, but I'm not sure how easy that's going to be. Miss you so much, Alice. Subject: John. I'm terrified. From Alice Harper. To John Matthews. Date August 23, 2024. 12:05 a.m. I'm freaking out right now. I can barely type this, but I need to tell you what just happened. It's midnight here. I was laying in bed trying to sleep when I heard something outside. At first, it was just the sound of snow scrunching like footsteps, but it got closer and closer, and it was right outside my window. I was too scared to move, too scared to even breathe. The blinds were closed. Thank God. But I could feel it. Whatever it was standing there, just standing there, right outside my window. It stayed there for what felt like an hour, not moving, just watching. I wanted to look, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I don't know what it was, but the thought of seeing it through the window paralyzed me. After that felt like an eternity, I heard it slowly start to walk away, the snow crunching under its feet again. But it didn't just leave. It walked away slowly. Then I heard it stop again, like it turned around. I didn't hear anything after that. I waited, trying to calm down, trying to convince myself it was just an animal or something. But when I finally worked up the courage to get out of bed and grab the radio to call for help, it wasn't where I left it. I'm positive I felt it. I left it on the nightstand right next to me, but it's gone. I've looked everywhere I can think of, but it's just gone. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm terrified, John. I don't know what to do. I've emailed the facility too, but I haven't gotten any reply yet. I'm trying to stay calm, but I can't shake the feeling that something's really, really wrong. I need to reply. You to reply soon as you get this. I don't know what else to do. Subject: Read John, I'm terrified. From John Matthews. To Alice Harper. Date August 23, 2024. 8:45 a.m. I just read your email and my heart sank. I can't believe you had to go through that all alone. I'm so sorry. As soon as I saw your message, I called the research company ARI, demanded that they send someone to you right away. At first, they said they'd look into it, but it didn't back down. I made it clear that this is an emergency and that you need help now. They finally agreed to send someone to check on you. I'm furious that they didn't take this seriously from the start, but I've been assured that someone is on their way. Please hang in there, Alice. I know you're scared, but you're not alone in this. Help is coming. In the meantime, I need to stay as calm as possible. I know there's easier said than done, but panicking won't help. If you can try to find the radio, it's got to be somewhere close. Maybe the stress and exhaustion are playing tricks on your mind, making you misplace things. I know it's hard to believe right now, but just focus on finding that radio so you can get in touch with the facility directly. I'm here for you, Alice. I'm going to stay by my phone and email all day, waiting for any updates from you or the company. We're going to get through this together. Please, please stay safe. I'm counting the minutes until I hear from you again. John. Subject: I don't know what's happening. From Alice Harper. To John Matthews. Date August 23, 2024. 10:20 p.m. I don't even know where to begin. I've spent the entire day searching for the damn radio. I was so desperate to finding it, I completely neglected my work, just tearing the cabin apart, retracing my steps over and over again. Every time I thought I might overlook a spot, I'd go back and search it again, convinced that it must have just missed it. Hours, John. I wasted hours searching, obsessing when I should have been doing my research. And then, after all that time, I came back to the cabin, utterly defeated, and there it was, sitting on my nightstand, right where I left it. But it wasn't just there. It was cold and wet, like it had been outside in the snow all the night. How's that even possible? Could it end up back where I left it, after I searched everywhere? I was relieved to find it. I didn't even care how strange it was. I just wanted to get in touch with the facility to tell them what's been happening. I turned it on, and for a moment I thought things going to be okay. The radio worked and I managed to get through the facility. Just as I started talking, the speaker gave out. The whole thing shut off and died right in the middle of my sentence. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what's happening to me, John. I feel like I'm going crazy. After everything today, the hours I wasted searching only to find the radio where it should have been, and then to have it break on me. I couldn't take it. I sat on the bed and sobbed for a while. It felt like hours. I don't know what else to do. I'm scared, I'm confused, I'm starting to doubt my own mind. Am I losing it? Is the isolation or something really wrong here? I don't know how much more of this I can take. Please, John, I need your help. Make sense of this. I feel like I'm slipping away. Subject: John, it's back. From Alice Harper. To John Matthews. Date August 23, 2024. 10:32 p.m. I still haven't heard back from the facility. Have you heard anything else from Arctic Research Initiatives? Did they say something was coming? I'm starting to get really worried. I'm typing this right now and I can hear it again. That sound. The snow crunching outside my window. just like last night. It's getting closer. I can't bring myself to turn around. I'm staring at the screen, but I can feel it's standing there right outside the window. There's a mirror next to the desktop. I'm using it to get a look without actually turning around. Oh God, Sean, it's there. It's standing at the window again, just like before. The blinds are missing up and I can see it through a sliver. A single eye looking at me. It looks like an animal's eye, but the shape of its head, it's like a deformed human head. I don't know what it is, but it's just staring at me. I keep checking the mirror, hoping it'll leave, but the sound is getting louder. I thought it was walking away, but it's not. It's getting closer, and the figure in the mirror isn't moving. Oh God, there's another one. I can see it at the other window now, across from the first one. There are two of them, just standing there watching me. A few seconds after the second one appeared, they both walk away together in unison. I can't take this anymore. I'm so frustrated and scared, but I can't just sit here and do nothing. I just ran outside to yell at whatever it was to leave me alone. But there's nothing out here, just wind and snow. The only thing left are footprints leading away from the cabin. I'm exhausted, John. I'm going to try to get some sleep, if my mind will let me. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Please respond as soon as you can. Subject, hang in there, Alice. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 24, 2024, 8:30 a.m. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I've been trying to get in touch with someone that ARI all morning. I called again, but no one answered. When I finally got through to someone, they put me on hold for hours. I'm getting really angry about this, and I forwarded our emails to the company, demanding that they take this seriously and send help immediately. In the meantime, I want you to try to stay as calm as possible. I know it's hard, but I need you to focus on something positive. Do you remember the weekend we spent at the cabin by the lake? The one where we stayed up all night watching the stars, talking about cartoons we grew up watching? I want you to think about that, about how peaceful and safe it felt. Hold on to that memory, okay? Whatever it is you're seeing out there, it's probably just a curious animal. I know it's scary, but you're going to be okay. Help is coming. I won't stop until I'm sure of it. We're going to get through this, and one day we will be sitting together, laughing about how this made for one hell of a story. I promise. I love you, Alice. Just hold on a little longer. We're going to get through this together. Subject, are you okay? From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 24, 2024, 4:15 p.m. Haven't heard from you and getting really worried. Are you okay? Did you get my last email? Please let me know as soon as you see this. I'm sitting by a computer waiting for you to reply. I love you, Alice. I'm not going anywhere until I hear from you. Subject, I did something stupid. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 24, 2024, 6:30 p.m. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. I did something stupid today. I know what I was thinking, but I just couldn't sit here doing nothing anymore. I need answers. It didn't snow much last night, so the footprints were still visible this morning. I decided to follow them to see where they led. I know it was dumb, but I had to know what or who was out there. I must have walked for 3 or 4 hours, John. The prince just kept going on and on, with no sign of stopping. Every time I thought about turning back, I'd convince myself I was getting closer to something, to some kind of explanation, but they never stopped. They just kept going straight into the endless void. At some point, I realized how far I'd gone and how isolated I was. The fear started to creep in again, and I finally turned back. It was terrifying out there. Just me and those footprints, and the realization that I could have gotten lost or worse hit me hard. By the time I got back to the cabin, I was exhausted both physically and mentally. I feel like I've lost a part of myself out here in the snow, chasing after something that I'm not even sure is real. I don't know what's happening to me, John. I don't know if this isolation is or something else, but I'm scared. I'm back inside now, but I feel like I'm being pulled apart. I don't know what to do. Subject: don't worry anymore. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date: August 24, 2024, 7:30 p.m. It's okay now. I see everything clearly. You don't need to worry anymore. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Subject: what's going on? From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 24, 2024, 8 p.m. Alice, I'm really confused right now. Why did you think it was a good idea to wander off like that? You're smarter than that, and you know how dangerous it is out there. What's going on with you? The last email was weird, to say the least. Are you okay? You don't sound like yourself. I finally managed to get through to some ARI, and I'm going to their building tomorrow morning to meet with a few people. I'm going to make sure they do something, whatever it takes. Please just tell me what's going on. I'm really worried about you, John. Subject: I'm so scared, John. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 25, 2024, 6:45 a.m. I just woke up and saw your last message, and I'm so confused. I don't remember writing that weird email I sent you last night. I checked my sent folder, and there it was, clearly as the day. But I don't even remember typing it. I'm scared, John. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's real anymore. Last night was the worst yet. I heard the footsteps again, but this time they didn't stop at the window. They circled the cabin over and over, like they were trying to wear me down. After they finally stopped, I was exhausted. That I crawled into the bed, hoping to sleep it off. I only managed a couple of hours before I woke up. Our light faded awake. That's when I saw it, John. There was something in my cabin. A black figure standing on 2 legs, but it wasn't human. I could only make out its outline in the darkness, but it looked like a deformed human head with left side of its forehead caved in, like something had scooped part of it out. It was still tall for the cabin, and its neck cranked to the side as it stood there. Its arms were so long they fell to the ground beside its feet, and it had these deer antlers growing upside down from its head, forming almost a circle around the base of its skull. Its legs bent backward like an animal's. I just stared at it, too terrified to move for what felt like hours. I didn't even blink. But when I finally did, it was gone, like it had never been there. I haven't slept since I've been sitting here sobbing, trying to convince myself that it was just this nightmare. But I felt surreal, John. I know what I saw. I have to keep reminding myself that there are only 2 days left. Just 2 more days and I'll be out of here. I'm trying to hold on, but I don't know how much longer I can take this. I just wanted to be with you, in your arms where I feel safe. I love you so much, John. Please just get me out of here. Subject, John. Please respond. From Alice Hopper. To John Matthews. Date August 25, 2024. 6:10 p.m. John, I'm starting to get really worried. I haven't heard back from you all day. Please respond as soon as you can. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to you. I need to know you're okay. I've been trying to distract myself with work, but it's getting harder and harder. Sometimes I can focus for a while, but I always end up with this overwhelming feeling that I should just run. It's like something is telling me that running into the snow, even with the risk of dying out here, would be better than staying here. I don't know why I feel this way, but it's terrifying. The sun is going down, and I know those things will be back. I can feel it. I've done everything I can to protect myself. I've barricaded the door with dresser, flipped my desk on the side to cover the one window, and used my mattress to block the other. I feel like a complete maniac, but I've never been more scared in my life. Please, John, just let me know if you're okay. I need to hear from you. I love you. Subject, John, please don't leave me alone. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 26, 2024, 7 a.m. John, I still haven't heard from you, and I don't know what to do. This is the most isolated I've ever felt in my life. I feel like I'm never going to get out of here. Please, John, if you're reading this, I need to respond. I need to know you're there. The barricades kept me from seeing whatever was out there last night, but it didn't stop them. They started tapping on the windows.
Luxi, derogatory, sagte, Almüfellas.
Sorry? The barricades kept me from seeing whatever was out there last night, but it didn't stop them. They started tapping on the windows. It wasn't loud, just a constant, rhythmic tapping, like they were reminding me they were still there. It went on all night, John. They didn't stop until the first light of dawn, and then, just like before, they walked away. I'm terrified, John. It's the last night, and I'm so close to the end. I don't know if I can make it.
Luxi, derogatory, sagte,
I need you to tell me I'm going to be okay. I need some kind of encouragement, because all I want to do right now is run. It's like the fear's eating away at me, telling me to just run and never look back again. Please, John, please respond. I don't know much longer I can hold on. I love you. Subject, I can hear you. From Alice Hopper to John Matthews. Date August 26, 2024, 3:30 p.m. John, it's afternoon now. I still haven't heard from you. I'm trying to stay calm, but it's getting hotter. I've been watching those creatures all day. They're standing just out of view, far enough away that the wind picks up the snow and gives them some cover. But I know they are there. They've been there since this morning, just waiting. I keep telling myself that this nightmare will be over soon. I'd just be getting picked up early tomorrow, and I can finally leave this place behind. I can almost hear you calling my name in the wind, John. It's strange, the voice gets louder as the wind picks up, almost like I can really hear you. It's comforting in a way, like you're here with me, keeping me company. I'm feeling better knowing that tomorrow I'll be out of here. I decided to go for a walk, just to go get outside the cabin for a bit and clear my head. Don't worry, won't go far this time. I just need to feel the air and remind myself that I'm still alive. That this will end soon. I'll be back in soon, and I will email you again. I love you, John. Please respond when you can. Subject, ready to go. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 26, 2024, 7:15 p.m. Everything is packed and ready to go. I'm just waiting to be picked up tomorrow morning. I should be relieved, right? Maybe something's happening. I don't know how to explain it. While I'm writing this, I can hear my mom calling my name. It's clear, John, so clear that I can't ignore it. She's out there, somewhere in the snow, and she's calling for my name. For me, I have to find her before the cold or those things get to her. I can't just stay here and wait. It's too late for that. I'm taking some supplies with me and I'm heading out for her. I know it sounds crazy, but I have to do this. I have to find her before it's too late. I'll be back before morning, I promise. Subject, Alice, please. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 26, 2024, 8 p.m. I need you to listen to me. Please don't go looking for your mom. I know you think you're hearing her, but it's probably just mind playing tricks on you, like it has been ever since you got there. I'm begging you to stay and wait for your pickup tomorrow. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond until now. Something happened, and I don't know how to explain it, but I think ARI is hiding something. After I kept pushing them for answers, they had the cops come after me. They arrested me for a couple of days, supposedly for interfering with the operations. I don't know what's really going on, but it's clear they didn't want me asking too many questions or getting involved. I've been trying to get to you, but they've been doing everything they can to keep me out of the loop. I finally got out. I'm doing everything I can reach you, but you have to stay safe, Alice. Whatever you're hearing, whatever you think is out there, it's not real. The stress, the isolation, it's all been messing with your mind. Just hold on a little longer. I promise you, you'll be out of there soon. I will figure all of this out together. Please, Alice, don't leave the cabin. Wait for your pickup. We're almost there. I love you more than anything, and I'm going to let anything happen to you. Subject, Alice, are you safe? From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 27, 2024, 7:30 p.m. I'm really starting to worry. You didn't respond to my last message, and I need to know if you're being picked up yet. Are you safe? Please just send me a quick reply to let me know you're okay. I really hope you didn't go looking for your mom. It doesn't make any sense for her being out there. And I'm sure you know that deep down. I understand how stressed and scared you've been, but that would be crazy, Alice. The isolation and fear have been playing tricks on you, and I need you to recognize that. Please, just tell me you're safe and that everything is okay. I can't stop thinking about you, and I'm going out of my mind with worry. I love you, Alice. Please respond as soon as you see this. Subject: Alice, please answer me. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 27, 2024, 9:45 a.m. It's been hours and I still haven't heard from you. I am begging you, please let me know if you're okay. I can't take the silence anymore. I need to know you're safe. I've been trying to get through the company, but no one is picking up, and now they trespassed me from the building, so I can't even go there to get answers. I'm completely shut out and I don't know what to do. I did some digging and it turned out that ARI has some pretty shady connections to the government. That would explain how they were able to have me arrested so easily. I don't know what they're hiding, but something about this whole situation isn't right. Please, Alice, just send me a message, anything, to let me know you're okay. I'm terrified that something's happened to you, and I can't just sit here and do nothing. I love you and I'm going to stop until you're safe. Subject: I never give up. From John Matthews to Alice Harper. Date August 28, 2024, 10 a.m. It's been a day and I still haven't heard from you. I don't know what's going on and I'm scared out of my mind, but I'm holding on to hope that you're okay. Wherever you are, I hope you're safe. I just want you to know that I love you more than anything and I'll never stop looking for you. No matter what it takes, I won't give up until I find you and bring you home. Please, if you see this, let me know you're right. I'm not giving up on you, Alice. I never will. John. I stared at my computer screen, the cursor blinking back at me like it was mocking my helplessness. I had sent my final email to Alice, pouring out everything I had left in me, but the silence that followed was unbearable. It's been days since the last message, and with every hour that goes by without a response, my fear deepens. I know something's terribly wrong, but I have no way of reaching her, no way of knowing what was happened. After being shut out by ARI, finding no answers in my research, I feel trapped in a nightmare I can't escape. The company's shady government connections, my unexpected arrest, and the eerie silence from Alice all point to something much darker than I have ever imagined. I've exhausted every option available to me, but I refuse to give up. I received this email from someone claiming to be Alice. I know it's not her, because she never types like this. She always had such more personality, even in email. But this sounds like a robot. Here's the last email. Subject: a difficult decision. From Alice Harper to John Matthews. Date August 30, 2024, 3:15 p.m. I've made a decision and it's not an easy one. I've accepted a position that will keep me out here much longer than we originally planned. It's a great opportunity and I feel that's the right choice for me. Given the circumstances, I think it's the best that we end our relationship. The distance is too much and I don't think it's fair to either of us to keep things going on. I'm sorry for the silence, but I needed time to think about what was the best for both of us. I hope you have a great life, John. The words on the screen were supposedly from Alice, but I knew immediately that they weren't hers. This wasn't the woman I loved. Alice would never do something like this, breaking up with me over email, especially after not responding for days. It just didn't make sense. Alice was thoughtful, careful with her words, and always considerate of my feelings. She would never leave me hanging like this, especially not when things were so tense and uncertain. No, this wasn't her. Something else was pretending to be her, trying to make me believe she had just moved on. But I'm not buying it. I know Alice better than that. I know her heart, and this cold, robotic message wasn't it. Something happened to her out there. Something they don't want me to know about. But I'm not giving up. I won't stop until I find out what really happened to Alice, no matter how far I have to go or what I have to do. They can try to silence me, but they won't succeed. I will find Alice, or at least I'll find out what happened to her, and I'll make sure the truth comes out no matter what. Okay, guys. This was the story. I hope you liked it as much as I did. And sorry for for my voice and the bad reading. I hope I can do better next time. It was pretty much a pretty long story, to be honest. I didn't know it was that long, but nothing against long stories. It was really fun to read, and I'm not sure about the conclusion of it. It has something to do with I'm not sure. Maybe it's something to do with meta information, like the things that you can deduce from, like infos, the dates and the time when the emails were sent, and the choice of words, and I think you can get out of more of this story and even, I don't know, make sense of it in some way. And there are people out there that definitely have more answers that I have. But still, even if it's an open ending, and even if it's like a mystery or stays a mystery what happened to Alice, this story, reading it alone, made my spine shivering at some specific places. The feeling of being watched, or the certainty of being watched, is really terrifying. And I like stories that are set in isolated parts and maybe point a little bit at, I don't know, the cosmic horror genre. It's my cup of tea. I like that. And I hope you liked it too, and I hope, for God's sake, that this VOD that I get out of the stream, hopefully, after I ended it, is something that I could use, or I can use and upload on my YouTube channel. I mean, we will see. If it's not, if it didn't work, it's okay. It's as it is. But yeah, I plan keep doing stuff like that more often, besides playing games, because I really enjoy reading, next to playing games or watching serious movies, and that is something that I at least also can share with you. And I didn't read much in recent times. I just hadn't the time to do so. So I take this as an opportunity to, or like as a chance to read more, even if it's just, or quote unquote, just like belletristic, like stories, and not, I don't know, really substantial things, but still better than nothing. And I have to work on my voice and, of course, on my English, which is not good, not pretty good, I would say. So yeah, with that being said, I wish you all a really good night or morning or day, wherever you live. Make sure to stay safe, and yeah, we see each other around next time, I think Monday next week. So have a lovely weekend, y'all, and see you. Bye bye.